In this video, I'm going to be going over how to get coaching clients using an IG growth funnel. Now, this is the same system I use to help my clients get anywhere from 5 to 10 clients a month. Just like my client, Robert, he is a mindset coach and he was running a webinar funnel. Okay. And if you don't know what a webinar funnel is, I'm going to shrink myself down here quickly and give you a little taste of what a webinar funnel is. It's basically this, guys. You have an ad and it's going to an opt-in page, a landing page, collects the person's email, name, and phone number. From there, they get sent to a webinar or a free training. They watch that free training, and then after they watch that free training, they have the option to book a call and fill in an application. And this type of funnel has been working for many, many years. However, my client, Robert, he was finding that he was booking calls for over $600 per call, and he was finding that his calls were getting very expensive, and he was finding that most of his leads were dying. They weren't actually dying, but they were just falling off the map. They were falling off the edge of the world, right? And so he had the typical problem that most coaches and consultants and experts are having nowadays, which is where leads either buy or die. And in most cases, they die. And so what this means from a market positioning share perspective, I know it's fancy words. We're not going to use too many fancy words in this. I'm so sorry. But what this means is that only 3% of people will buy your program or your service. All right. So what happens to that other 97% of people? They just stay on your email list, but they never buy. And so he wanted a way to stay in front of his audience so he could convert that 97% of his audience who are not ready to buy right now. And so if you guys know basic math, this magical 97% is massive in any market. And this is where the majority of your money will be made if you can crack it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we've cracked it. And also, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andre Gonzalez, and I help experts share their message and change lives. And so this is how we are starting to share our experts' message and change lives. The first thing we did for Robert is we implemented step 1, which is called the attract phase. And I'm going to go right here. I hope you guys can see this. This is my lovely funnel building demonstration thingy. I don't know what to call this. And basically we start with phase 1, which is right here, the attract phase. Now in the attract phase, we create something that is called a follower ad plus free training. Okay. And so in this ad, we call out the problem that our ideal client is facing and the problem that we can solve. All right. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And then what we do is we give a call to action on how they can solve this problem by getting a free training by following us. All right. And then after that, we go into what is exactly in this free training. And then we finally end the ad by restating the call to action to get the free training. Okay. And if all of this sounds confusing, I'm just going to read out my ad script here. And hopefully you guys will get an idea of what you could put in your ad. Okay, so if your ads are not working to get clients, I've put together a free no BS guide called the IG funnel, which I can send you by simply giving me a follow here on Instagram. In this training, I'll show you the exact system I use to get clients that pay me up to $5,000 a month, the exact ad script I use, the settings and buttons I press to set up the ads, and what I say in the DMs to book calls and make sales. Again, if your ads are not working to get clients, give me a follow here on Instagram and I will send it to you. Okay, so now that you've got your ad recorded, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Instagram and we're going to create our ad. And so you can either do this on your phone or you could do this on a desktop or a laptop. If you're not familiar with Facebook Ad Manager, we're simply going to do what's called a boost post, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Simply go to Instagram. So I'm going to go to Instagram on my desktop right here, and I'm going to click on the ad that we want to set up. This is the one we just recorded, and I'm going to click on boost post right here. And what will open up is this ad manager. Okay, and I should point out that this is not the real Facebook ad manager. This is a more simplified and streamlined version. If you want to take full advantage of this training, I suggest you do learn the Facebook ad manager, because you're going to have access to specific tools that we're going to be using later on. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to first select your goal here. The goal for this ad will be to get more profile visits. And from there, you're going to scroll down and you're going to select the button label, which is visit Instagram profile. And then from there, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on audiences and you're going to click on create new. This is where you'll set up your audience. So you're going to give your audience a name. You're going to select the genders that you work with. You're going to select the age groups that you work with, the age range, and you're going to select the locations that you serve. You're also going to select the detailed targeting. These are the interest groups that closely align with your ideal clients. And once you're done that, you're going to scroll down here and you're going to click on save audiences. And then you're going to select the audience that you just chose. From there, you're going to go down to schedule and duration. Now, if you're doing this on your phone, I would highly suggest that you set this up so that you run this ad until you pause it. Okay. On the desktop here, they don't have that version right now. Okay, on the simplified version. If you're using Facebook ad managers, of course you can do that, and you should probably already know how to do that by now. And from there, you're going to select. So if you're doing this on desktop right now, I would just recommend you select 30 days. You can always turn off the ad if it's not performing as well as you want. And then you're going to select your budget, your daily budget, and you're going to go down to boost reel now. And that's it. You've set up your first ad. Now, that's not all there is to this, of course. If there was, I would be out of business. And so we come to step 2, which is the come back to my place phase. All right. And so the come back to my place phase is very important because this is when we're going to be using retargeting ads to target the 97% of people who are not ready to buy right now, right? Remember, there's 97% of people that would probably like to work with you at some point in the future. They're just not sure if they need you right now, okay? And so unlike before, where we just had them die on our email list or just ignore you on our email list, right? We now have them as a follower, right, on our Instagram. And we have them as an engager on our Instagram. So Facebook will tag them as an engager, right? Even if they don't follow us, Facebook will know that they've engaged with our account or watched a certain percentage of videos on our account. And what we can do is then retarget them with new content and new offers. Okay, do you see how powerful this is? So we don't need to have a massive audience of followers on our Instagram account directly. Okay, that would be nice, but we don't need to have them, right? All we need to have is people that have engaged with our content and have watched maybe 25% of a video, 50% of a certain video, right? We can actually target them in the back end and use that information to gauge their interest with our offer. Right. And so what we do is we use retargeting ads to get back in front of them without having to do, the manual follow up. Right. And so this is where we'll build out the other parts of our funnel. All right. And if you guys don't know what a funnel is, here's a quick explanation. All right. When people don't know you at all and they're just like trying to figure out who you are and what you do, those people are your cold audience. They're complete strangers. And we would consider those people top of funnel, right? They're just coming in through the top. They're just learning about you. They don't really have that much trust with you. And so that's why we create those ads where we're giving out value. We're showing our face. We're speaking on camera, right? And as people get to know us more, they consume more of our content, right? We can show them even longer form content in the middle of funnel, right? Maybe a 10-minute training, maybe a 20-minute training, maybe an interview that we've done, right? Maybe a podcast interview we've done. just other things to show them that we're a legit person, right? And then once we've done that, right, we can actually just give them a direct offer ad at the bottom of the funnel. And a direct offer ad is basically where we're just simply saying, hey, will you marry me? Right? This is the will you marry me phase. This is, do you want to work with me to fix this problem? Right? It's just as simple as that. All right. Now, do you guys see how powerful this is? Right? Because we're no longer making offers to people who don't know us. Right? You see, traditionally, the way people have been advertising is they've been asking people to marry them over here. They've been asking strangers to marry them. Right? A lot of you guys who are running businesses, you're asking people who've never heard of you before to spend thousands of dollars with you, right? In this case, we flipped it around, right? Until somebody actually knows us, knows what we do, knows that we're legit, then we're saying, hey, will you marry me, right? Or we're not asking them to marry us. We're just asking them if they want to work with us, okay? It's not as big. And so in this regard, right, it's a lot like organic marketing, right? And this is also the reason why organic marketing works so well, is because our audience knows us, okay? And so this is also better than organic marketing because it doesn't have the downside that organic marketing has, which is you have to keep making content, right? With this system, right, we show our best content ads to our prospects without having to constantly be making content, right? Our content ads follow our warm audience around their social media, right? Around Facebook, around Instagram. And from their perspective, they'll think we're like a viral sensation, right? And so what we solve with this system is the lead nurture problem, right? And so in other words, the 97% of people who are not ready to buy now, we're constantly in their face, right? And so this is how we make the big money, guys. And so do you guys see how crazy this is? I'm imagining all of you saying yes right now, okay? And so if you do, and you'd like my help with implementing this system into your business so you can get clients for a lower cost per acquisition than you would a regular old webinar funnel, I'm going to put a link down below where you can get more details on what it would be like to work with me and help more people and share your message around the world. All right.